What's going on, fellas? It's another C, Boogie. Y'all know the rest. I want to salute you guys for subscribing to my channel. Also want to thank you guys for liking the videos. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Let's rock and roll, man. Right now, we're going to discuss the psychological profile of a weirdo. And if you watch my content on a regular basis, man, I've talked about this too many times. You know, guys with weird vibes about them. You know, very eerie. You know, it's almost a rapey vibe to them, especially when they get around women. You dig? A lot of guys think because they different that they might be a weirdo, and that's not true. Being different is being different. Being unique is being unique. There's a specific profile of a weirdo that I tend to look at. And first and foremost, we're going to start at number one. Of a weirdo, man, they wear their erection on their face when they get around females. You dig? They have a thirsty energy about them that can't be denied. The women notice it, other men notice it, and it tends to creep women out, man. You dig? They can't hold it in, you know. Or on the other side of that coin, they'll try to give off this too cool for school vibe, like they don't really give a fuck about women. Fuck them, you know. Women are the bottom of their shoes, but really that's just a mask, you know, to really disguise that anger and bitterness about women too. You dig? So you got to understand, you know, a lot of these dudes go to either extreme. You dig? They either too thirsty for women and can't control that, or they try to come off like they really don't care about women at all, when all their behaviors show that they really do. You know, so you got to watch out for that, man. It's hard for these guys to display a balanced personality. You know, it's virtually impossible for these guys to do that. You know, number two, that personality reeks of desperation. You know, desperation because of that lack of options, man. You know, I mean, can't hide that. Really, it's self-explanatory, dog. You know, really, it's self-explanatory. A lot of these guys are very self-conscious about the way that they look. You dig? They are really concerned with other men and their looks and shit. You know, it almost turned into like man crushes. Even when they get around women, they talking about other men and discussing other men, trying to break down his psychological profile to the female. But in the meantime, the woman is just like, nigga, why are you worried about another man when you in my presence and shit? We supposed to be kicking it with each other, but you worried about what another man look like and how another man carries himself, you know? And they always trying to separate themselves from that other guy. Well, I'm not like him. But really, it's just a bunch of insecurities, man. And that shit gives off major weirdo vibes, man. You dig? And the next one. These guys cannot handle rejection, right? It should be a crime for these guys to get rejected by the way that they handle the shit. You know, a lot of these guys end up stalking women, you know, cyber stalking women, you know what I mean? Shit like that, right? Real talk, showing up to places that they know the women gonna be, you know, trying to throw smut on the female's name instead of just leaving her alone. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. Every chance they get, they're gonna take a pop shot at the female or a guy that they think the women may like. Gotta understand this shit, man. Because that woman is always on that dude's mind. He can't handle another rejection. Another rejection might put that guy into the Elliot Rodger category. Yes, it could get that extreme. You dig? It could get that extreme, dog. We're going to go next on the list is their relationship with money. A lot of weirdos, obviously, it's easy for them to mask their insecurities, their shortcomings, their deficiencies, their overall mind state behind money. And with a lot of women, if you got enough money, we all know that you can buy cooperation. So if you're spending money on a female, right, that's an easy way to distract her of your weird personality. You know what I'm saying? Now, this female could be telling you, hey, let's go out the house today. Let's do something. Let's go out in public. Let's catch a movie, a concert. Let's go on a trip. And you don't want to do nothing but sit your ass there in front of your computer. You know what I'm saying? That's more important to you than getting out and engaging in life. You dig? Real talk. But a lot of times these guys just end up throwing money at the female, to cause a brief distraction, a temporary distraction, but it's not permanent. Because this female's still picking up on your weirdo vibes, nigga. Real talk. Real talk. And that's something you just can't hide for too long, especially in the presence of a female. A lot of these guys, they can't control their facial expressions. They sitting, a lot of these guys sitting down with the resting bitch face. Yeah, men can do that too. It always look like they concerned with something. You dig? Just how it is with these weirdo dudes, man. A lot of weirdo guys, man, they use cropped up pictures themselves. It's not just women that do that. A lot of these guys use filters on their pictures. You dig? They take funny poses in mirrors and shit like that. Yeah, man, they do all of these things, man. They do all of these things because they very insecure about who they really are. These guys are very mysterious too. Gotta understand. And they mysterious for no reason, but it's because they hiding something. Gotta understand what you're dealing with the weirdo. But last but not least, man, and here's the biggest one of them all. A lot of weirdo guys, they have unfinished and unresolved mommy issues, man. Mommy issues. Gotta understand. And a lot of their issues with the mother, with their moms, it comes out in their sexual life, man. Their unresolved mommy issues really turns these guys into predators, man. And a lot of these guys show a lot of sexual deviancy. It's a real ill dynamic, but nonetheless it's true. So a lot of these guys take their insecurities from their mom, you dig, and they attach it to whatever female that they dealing with. And this could display itself in, a lot of rough sex, some violence, always wanting bitches to submit, shit like that, really for no reason. Something is really off in their brain. Like I say, these guys cannot display a balanced personality, even if they try. Even if they try. So yeah, these guys are the number one candidates for preying on women. For preying on women. They end up predators. So a lot of dudes be having rapey vibes and don't even know it. But it's all in their energy, dog. You dig? So what's my advice? Don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't be a fucking weirdo. You dig? If there's any insecurities that you have, work on them. Work on them, dog. And that's why let me do a quick digression to something else. Like even my YouTube policy, I'm not working with too many guys online anymore that I don't know on some level where I can vouch for them. Just being 100. Just being 100. A lot of guys are hiding things. You know, they're actually hiding a little bit too much. You know what I mean? It's one thing for guys that want to protect their job or whatever, but then you got niggas acting like they work for the CIA too. You know what I mean? Which is just odd and strange to me, man. You know what I mean? But that real weirdo vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's just real odd to me. You know, a lot of guys, all they want to do is talk about women and how they look all day long. Women and beauty, women and beauty. All right, fair enough. But then come to think about it, you see a picture of these guys, and then you wonder why they always talk about women and their beauty. You know what I mean? Because these guys are very insecure about the way they look. Real talk. And I know other guys might have seen this with a lot of dudes. It's always like pudgy motherfuckers or fat motherfuckers that's worried about overweight women and shit. You know what I mean? It's odd as fuck to me. You know what I mean? It's like both of y'all motherfuckers need to be on a workout plan. You know? But it's how it is with weirdos. You know? They put all of their insecurities on the women. How it is, dog. How it is, man. So, you know, these guys are walking the earth in abundance. You know, if you live next to a weirdo, you might want to move. You know, real talk. You might want to move. Because a lot of their insecurities, their deficiencies, their fears, it comes out in that sexual life. You know, it comes out in that sexual life. So understand what you're dealing with when you're dealing with weirdos. You know, so that's it, man. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Salute.